So you know those chores that you gotta do but you don't wanna do? Like washing the dishes or something like that? Dang. That's what we doing today. I'm not finna wash these dishes by myself and be bored by myself. Y'all finna be bored with me. But we're gonna be talking about stuff as well. So get your little thinking organ prepared for knowledge. Alright? Before we do anything though, let me go ahead and get all the water and stuff ready. Ah! Why does stuff get stuck under the dishwasher all the time? Oh my lord. Look at this. Somebody man, straight out the gates, we already found some new type of utensil. This ain't no fork no more. This is like I don't know what this is anymore. Like you just sitting there eating like, it's like for the people who have wrist problems. Like maybe if you got like carpal tunnel or something, you can hold it like this, get this food, dip it down like that, twist it around, just like that. Like this, I made like a handicapped silverware. I'm gonna leave that right there. I don't know if I'm gonna want to keep that or not, but we're gonna keep that today. Got 3 towels. I'm not stupid, the third one's right here. Why do we need 3 towels again for one dish? For one sink. Ooh! This does not smell good. Alright. What's in there? I don't like touching wet, moist foods that shouldn't be wet and moist. Like some bread or something. I don't want to touch no soggy biscuit. It just don't feel right. Oh, look at this little baby knife. It's so cute. Look at it. Should I do this every day? I'm gonna change my channel name to the dishwasher. I'm very dark skinned. Well, I'm not like completely black, as a lot of people like to describe me. But I turned this light off for a reason. You might not be able to tell now because I turned the flash on my camera. But if I have the light on, and there's this light right here, like it's gonna make me darker because of, let me see if I can show you what I'm talking about. I don't know if you can see what I mean because I'm not looking at the screen. I can't look at the screen, but you'll figure it out probably later on. If you dark like me, then you understand my struggle, okay? But hey, I'm dark and I'm proud. Hey, get some suds in there. All bubble blowing babies will be beaten senseless by every participant at the bar. I remember that SpongeBob movie? I'm a goofy goober, yeah. You're a goofy goober, yeah. We are goofy goober. I can't pop the bubble, Jesus. The dishwasher made a sound and I got scared. So imagine how scared I'd be continuing to play that Resident Evil game. Oh, I just couldn't do it. Here's my channel and my new laptop. If you didn't know about my laptop before, it doesn't look very good, okay? Click this button. You can't see it probably. That's a subscribe button if you can't see it. Click that button. It makes me happy. I haven't exactly talked about anything yet, have I? Yeah, this could be like a little story time or something. I know the perfect thing to talk about. My 6th grade year back in middle school. Ooh, what a time. Like the way I act now, like all energetic and excited and whatever, I was the exact opposite. Like I hated life itself. And I was like so bored all the time. Like, well, that didn't change, so never mind. And so one day I got this bright idea. This was, like I said, this is 6th grade, 2011, was it? 2011? Well, just say 2011 because I don't feel like counting. Yeah, back 2011, 2012 year. That was when like I got interested in those Diary of a Wimpy Kid books. In fact, I think I still got one. I lied. That book gone. I don't know where to. It was the blue one. If you remember which edition the blue one was, that's the first one I read. Oh, there were 2 blue books. 3. Wow. It was this one though. Roderick Rules. I had that one. I had this one right here. So yeah, I read the book. And I was like, I should do one of my own. And so I went to the store. My mom bought me a composition book. I didn't tell her what for. I lied about what it was for. I said it was like for science class or something, so I could take notes. I ain't taking one note in that class. So I got it and I started drawing and started writing like maybe once a day, every 2 days, one of the two, depending on if something exciting happened that day or not. And yeah, everything was going good. People were reading it. People enjoyed it, surprisingly. I would have kept doing it, but for some reason I didn't. Like, my life wasn't as interesting as it was back in 6th grade, so I stopped writing it. I'm like, this is going to get boring now. I should have wrote it back in 9th grade, but that's another story. That's another story. Oh no! I like this shirt. I had to put this shirt on. I'm trying to look good for y'all. I ain't have no shirt on at first, so I was gonna leave it up. But I don't know who watching. I ain't trying to have no people watching that don't need to be seeing me shirtless. I learned that mistake a while back ago when I tried to record a music video, but once again, that's another story. So where did I leave off at? Oh yes. Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Yes. Everything's going great. I'm writing the book, and then my friend, whose name shall not be exposed, so we'll call him Kobe. We'll call him Kobe. Kobe, he looks in my book, he reads it, he said, I should do one too. And like, not a bad idea. Go for it. I lied. It was a terrible idea. I didn't know. He went off in the book. Like, his was completely X-rated. Like, XXX-rated. So, I'm reading it. It has a lot of explicit words. Like, me, of course, there's people who said, like, they cussed a lot back in 6th grade because, you know, you all of a sudden you feel like the man, you got the power. You saying all types of words that you could think of back in 6th grade. And so what I would do is when I'm writing like a little quote, you know how people be spelling it when they censoring it, like B, exclamation mark, asterisk, pound, semicolon, whatever. That's what I did. My book, just because I always thought ahead, like I thought far ahead. Like I was like, just in case somebody, like a teacher picks this up and read it, I'm gonna censor it so they can't exactly get me in trouble for doing it, because I didn't do it exactly, like, but they know what I was saying, but since I didn't actually say it, they couldn't fault me for it. Kobe, on the other hand, he didn't exactly think like I thought. He used every word that wasn't in the book. His little ideas and thoughts, I don't even know how to explain these thoughts. They were just nasty. We'll say that. Very nasty thoughts. They're like filthy. He'll even draw the image sometimes. That was the worst part. He'll draw it out. Now, of course, he didn't like detail the drawing or whatever, but it was kind of like the character's Diary of a Wimpy Kid form. Sometimes clothes off, sometimes. Yeah. I mean, yeah, he was a strange character. He was a strange character. And so one day, while he was in class, and he was writing about said class, he was talking about how he hated his teacher and wanted to do all kinds of things to her, like probably kill her, throw her off of the roof of the school. No, it was that, throw her off of the roof of the school. Because I remember that he drew an image of his foot kicking her off the building. Oh, what a time to be alive. Here's the worst part, like, he got caught while he was in the middle of that image. So due to that fact, she was able to read everything before the image so she could know what the image was. And then after that, I was like, oh, you through. You finished. Surprisingly, I was actually paying attention in class at the time, so my book wasn't out. So no attention was directed towards me. There was a couple of people that looked at me, but since I didn't have a book out, the teacher thought nothing of it. And so I just went about my life. And yeah, he went out, got, I think he got a 180-day suspension. That's what I heard he got. I don't remember if he came back or not. This is a while back ago. Like I said, 2011. Like I said, after that, I didn't write in it as much, but I continued to. Everything continued to go well for me. And then one day, I'm in after school care because my mama worked late. And the instructor calls my name on a little microphone. I was scared. I was very scared. Usually, like I said, I was quiet back then. I didn't really say too much. So when I get called for doing something, I knew exactly why I was getting in trouble because I barely did anything. So when I got called up to the front, She was talking to me. Thank God she turned the microphone off because I didn't need everyone listening to my business or whatever. So she was like, where's your book? I'm like, which book? She said, I know you've been writing that little journal book. And I was like, I didn't want to give it to her. I had to go back to the table. This is in the cafeteria, by the way. I had to go back to my table, get the book, and give it back to her. And she sat there and read through everything. And I'm like, it's not that I was worried about getting in trouble. I was more like, she's reading my business. I don't want that happening. So after she got the reading, she was like, thank God you didn't do it how Kobe did it. Thank God you had common sense enough to keep it clean. And I was like, can I have it back now? So yeah, that was the end of that. I'm not exactly done washing the dishes, but that's the end of that story. And well, I guess I will ask one more thing before I shut all this down. Should I go to the prom, really? Because this is my 12th grade year, I'm a senior. Like, of course I want to go to the prom, but then I have no one to go with. Because there's no one, I don't know anyone that would be like interested in going with me. Either that, they're already going with someone else that they're dating, or I'm just not interested in anyone. Like, and I don't want to go by myself and be sitting there drinking in the corner by myself. That's the last thing I want to do. So, yeah, your honest opinion, if anyone's even watching. Should I really go to the prom? Or should I just stay at home, find something else to do or whatever? But yeah, with that being said, it's been King Gemini. Thank you for listening. Please like, subscribe. And I salute you. I said I salute you. Bye. You got one more time. I said bye. Okay, listen.